I heard that your dad discovered Banana Island. Is that correct?
I didn't even know. So that was the first time I was hearing it. I can't remember this year where I've been in London for more than 4 days. Once I land, I'm going again.
Why did you spend $30,000 on jollof rice? What happened?
First of all, I'm supporting a friend's business.
Tell us what you do.
I live life for a living.
No, don't.
No. Do you know how hard it is to live life as a rich man's son? It's difficult. Deciding where to go, what clothes to wear, what club to go to, what girl to be with. It's not easy. I've had girl very, very regular that I've dated, brought into my lifestyle, then they've changed. After a few months, the entitlement comes. They start seeing what other girls have. They want that now. Or she's got the new bag. You know, you're taking them on a holiday they've never been to, and now they just have that entitlement of it's every time.
So I know you had some backlash recently.
Yeah.
And you asked for donations, and people were saying, how can Kidd Waya be asking us for donations when he's from a billionaire's family?
I couldn't give a fuck out of the TV.
Welcome to Off the Record, where we go beyond the headlines. Whether it's your favorite artist or a fresh face or even someone who's taken over the internet, we dive deep into the story. Today we have someone who's not just a billionaire's son, but a media personality and someone that we're all still trying to figure out.
For those of you that know me, I'm the king of the barbecue. We're holding it down. We've got lamb chops, chicken wings, coming a bit closer, coming. Scallops, lobster tail. Show them around. It's a beautiful day and I'm for that.
Let's welcome Kidd Waya. Hi.
Of course. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How's your day?
Excellent.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You came in from Dubai last night. How are you feeling?
Good to be back.
Good to be back.
Good to be
Really?
back.
I thought it would be anticlimactic.
I've been out for the whole year.
As in Dubai or just everywhere?
Everywhere.
Okay.
So I can't remember this year where I've been in London for more than 4 days. So it's very much like once I land, I'm going again.
Okay.
So when I mean good to be back, I'm back now for a month.
Okay.
So it feels mentally. I'm
to
at
be
peace.
settled for a little bit.
Yeah.
Why are you back for a month this time? What's different?
I'm going back in November for the rest of the year.
Going back where?
Back to Dubai. That's the period. That's the season, Habibi.
Habibi.
That's the season.
So you're staying there for Christmas?
Yeah.
Really?
Have you not been to Dubai during
I
Christmas?
I've not been for Christmas.
You've not?
I went in October last year.
How
That
do
was
you
my
find
first
it?
time. Amazing.
October is good, but November and December even better.
Really?
The whole world is there. The weather is better.
But what about your family and stuff?
So my dad is going to be there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So my dad will be there. My little brothers will be there. So.
Oh, okay. So you're having Christmas in Dubai. That sounds
yeah.
amazing. That sounds lit. How are you coping with the weather?
In Dubai and London.
Here? Yeah.
Okay. Truth.
Yeah. True.
I'm liking it.
Really?
I've been in the heat for the whole year.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm sick. Listen, when I landed, right?
Yeah.
I wore just a shirt. When that breeze was hitting my body, I felt like a new baby. It felt so cleansing.
You're in the AC, a permanent AC.
I love it. It's not
really
as long as it doesn't rain.
Yeah. You're good.
I'm good. The rain is what gets me. The rain is what I don't fuck with.
Okay.
So
fair.
If it's cold, I love that. It's cold. Jacket season.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's you.
Let's go.
When was the last time you went back to Nigeria?
April for my brother's 50th birthday. Obi Kibana.
What did you?
Obi Kibana.
What's that?
He's 50. Okay, Obi is
You said that so fast.
Okay, so Obi is my good friend of mine. He's
okay.
He's in lots of nightclub. He's in hospitality.
Okay.
Very big personality in Nigeria.
Got you.
He did his 50th birthday in Abuja.
Okay.
And that was in April. So I came back for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then also some other charity projects I was doing.
Is that where your family are based, in Nigeria? Okay. And so for people that don't know, I guess let's get into it a little bit. For people that don't know, your dad is Terry Waya.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire, which is what Wikipedia says. Still currently a billionaire?
Dad, I don't know. At the current rate we're spending the money, I don't know.
You need to know.
I'm trying to know too. I hope he is, but yeah.
Yeah, okay, so your dad's a billionaire. Tell us a little bit about how your dad acquired his wealth, how that was growing up in wealth.
My dad started very, very early. He started probably when he was like 19. He kept running away from home because he didn't want to go to school and stuff. He wanted to go connect with the army because the army was the one in control. They were the one running the country. So he would always run away to a place called Kaduna, which is where most people were based in terms of people in power.
Okay.
And he would always run there and network and meet people and do his thing, right? So he was just so driven at a young age. And till now, he's very much in control because of all the contacts and people that he knows, which started from when he was very, very young. He has that gift of just being able to connect people and relate to people. He's a people's person.
Got you.
You know, so he started again when he was 18, 19, was rubbing shoulders with people twice his age. You know, and then he just kind of built his contacts through there, got into agriculture, construction, very heavily in politics, and also in oil. You know, so that's what he's dabbled in, and he's basically he's a brand himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he literally, like people say, like, but you know, does he have a company? He is the company. That's him, the Terry Waya company, the Waya company. You know, that's how he operates. Everything is just in his mind and in his brain and on his phone. Picks the phone up, does something, boom. So he has that gift, you know. So
I heard that your dad discovered Banana Island. Is that correct?
That's what he told me. I mean,
That's what he told you?
Well, to be fair, he didn't tell me that. People told me that.
Oh, people told you. Okay,
all my uncles told me that. All his friends told me that.
Okay.
I found out when the world found out. I didn't even know it was even a thing. I didn't know. And I found out when I came out of Big Brother in 2021, and he did some interviews with people, and it came up in an interview.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. So that was the first time I was hearing it, was when the world heard it. And then obviously I started looking more into it and asking people, and they told me, yeah.
Does he say that?
My father will not tell you anything that he's done.
Okay.
It's people that will tell me the stuff he's done. He doesn't like talking about himself. He's very quiet in that sense. You've got to literally ask this person to ask that person to find information about him.
Got you.
So I found out through various people. And when I did find out, I wasn't surprised because he is that kind of person, but I was more surprised that he didn't share his story.
Yeah. Because I guess that's what I'm thinking. Like, if he's doing these great things, why is he not speaking about it? That's
the thing. That's, you know, I try and ask him this question every day. I said, look, Dad, you've got an amazing story. You've done a lot. And I can tell you some other crazy stuff that he's done. But like, he's done so much, and I would just love for him to just sit down like this, you know, and say, you know, all the things that he's done in the past, which will completely amaze people.
Yeah.
But he's just not somebody that likes to, I guess, speak about his achievements. To him, it's just more of like, whatever, you know, on to the next one. So one day I would love to make a documentary about him, or some sort of book or biopic, just to depict his
life and
his
career.
immense life and career that he's had. But yeah, he's not someone that could just tell you things when you ask him questions. And if you do ask him a question, it's like, it's very blunt. It's like, yes.
Okay.
No.
Fair.
You know, it's never a story attached to it or how he did it. It's just like.
And I mean, I think something I was thinking about when I was doing research is that obviously we know in African countries there's a lot of wealth. There are a lot of wealthy people, but we obviously have on the other side extreme poverty. And so maneuvering in an African country like Nigeria, when you're wealthy, there is a lot of risk associated with that. Have you ever been in a position of fear just because of your wealth whilst living in Nigeria?
I mean, we move army. We move with hella police.
Oh, okay.
So, listen, we're I'm more afraid for what's going to happen to you if you approach me in the wrong manner.
But then so has that ever been attempted? Like, armed robbers have attempted? Even, like, I guess, obviously, how old are you now?
32.
32. So in your 32 years of being wealthy, you were born into wealth. So has that ever been in a situation in Nigeria?
Nah.
Okay.
No, there's never been a situation I've been in Nigeria where my life's been at risk.
What about in general? Maybe not life at risk, but people trying to rob you or because they know you're wealthy.
No. I've never been. Okay, first of all, there's one thing people should know about me is that I'm not a flashy person. You won't see me in the street and see this guy has money. I'm very down to earth. Again, this is how I dress. I dress normal. I don't wear watches. I don't wear much jewelry. You know, like the only thing flash about me is my lifestyle online when I'm traveling and staying in all these amazing places. But when you see me in person, I'm not a flashy person. So you're not going to even know that I have money. I wear Apple Watch and stuff. So I've never put myself in a position.
What does that mean that people are wearing Apple Watch? What?
No, listen, shout out to all the people who wear Apple Watches. I fuck with it. But I don't personally, I'm not a flashy person.
Yeah, I got you.
So I don't have the Richard Millies. I don't have all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm clean. Yeah. So I don't put myself in situations where people could even look at him and think, yeah, let's go for this guy.
I feel like I heard a story about you saying that I think you got robbed in an Airbnb or...
Yes, in Ibiza.
In Ibiza. Okay, what happened?
So, it's a whole operation out there.
Okay.
What they do, they actually gas people through the ventilators. You fall asleep, they come in the night, they collab with the maids that clean the property and stuff. They come in, take your stuff. It's harmless in sense of you're not in danger.
They just want to take the things.
They just take your stuff and go.
So did they do that to you?
Of course.
And you woke up and then what was gone?
Oh, cash and watches.
How much money was gone?
$70,000 and my dad's Richard Mille, some stuff like that.
Was he pissed?
Look, he's the kind of person where he's happy that no one was injured.
Fair. That's a fair point.
He doesn't hold on to material stuff.
Fair point.
You know what I mean? But it was more of, it ruined the holiday because it's like, it happened, 2 days before we were supposed to leave. But he wasn't angry in terms of like, okay,
he lost his watch.
Lost my watch or money.
Were you mad though? Or not even were you mad? How did you feel? Because I think even though like nobody's harmed, right? In that situation, you've been violated because it's your personal item. So how did you feel when you woke up and you realized, okay, I've been robbed?
I did a video about it, funny enough. I did a video I posted on my Instagram. How did I feel? Well, look, I was more happy that I didn't wake up. Because if I did wake up, I don't know how it's going to be. You never know. So we're more happy that everyone's safe. We don't care about material stuff. It comes and goes. You lose a watch, you lose clothes, you lose money, but you can't replace life. So you have to just thank God that it was a smooth operation on their behalf. Put it that way.
Smooth.
And then you go again.
Yeah.
And I do blame ourselves a little bit because we shouldn't have left the stuff around.
Because I was going to say, why is there $70,000 cash just
It should have been in the safe, to be fair.
Yeah.
But that's money to play around with. Go to the club, shopping. Got to give the girls a little something.
The girlies.
We're generous over here. Not spraying, you girls like to, shop. Okay, take this one, hold this, do that, you hair, blah, blah, blah. So, cash is still king.
I feel like we're getting to know a little bit about you, but I want to dig a little bit deeper. Tell us what you do.
I live life for a living.
No. Don't
No.
That answer was the most cliche answer.
But that's the thing. Do you know how hard it is to live life as a rich man's son? It's difficult deciding where to go, what clothes to wear, what club to go to, what girl to be with. It's not easy. I do that 24/7, January to January. Like, it's actually not easy. So when people ask me, like, what do you do? I live my life.
Okay, but what is your daily life? Are you a business owner? I saw on some places that you're an entrepreneur, but then I couldn't see any business associated to you. And then obviously I know you have your charity, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but I want to know, what does Kidd Waya do for a living other than being a rich man's son?
What I do, I wake up, I decide what destination I want to fly to. I go to that destination, I'm with my boys, my girls, and I have fun. We eat, we drink, we party, and we repeat. So
you're a man of leisure?
Man of leisure, yeah.
I love that.
That's it. The outlook I have on life is live it to the fullest. I'm not interested in this 9-to-5 stuff. Look, I could come here today and tell you, okay, cool, I do oil, I do trading, I do this, I do that. I don't care. That's
because you don't have to.
I don't know. So not that I don't have to. It's just that that's not my truth anymore. It was my truth before, trying to figure out, okay, how do I tell the world that I actually do this side business or I actually do this? The world's not trying to hear that. So I'm giving them what is my truth and also the truth that they want to hear, which is I'm a rich man's son and I'm living my life January to January and I'm having fun.
What does that look like, though, long term for you? Like, if, for example, at some point you wanted to settle down, and is that the way you intend to continue living your life, January to
somebody
January?
will come. So if I get a lovely girl, she's going to jump in that with me. So we'll just be flying around the world doing our thing together. That's how it will look like. Because if I ask her, okay, so babe, do you want me to stop this life and we then just settle down and we just, be more stable in London and start a little side business, but we're in the office all the time. I guarantee you 99% of women will be like, no, let's jump on this side because they want to live life.
So do you believe in nepotism then?
I believe in it.
You must do because you're living it.
I have no choice. I've been brought into this world and my children will be brought into this world. So,
but nepotism is, the definition of nepotism is actually benefiting and living, basically what you're doing, living life off the strength of your parents' careers or their wealth. You don't actually have to work hard. You don't have to do anything. So, for example, when you have kids, you can say, here you go. This is the business you're having just because of who I am.
But the working hard part, I work hard to...
Party.
No, I work hard to maintain my integrity and Listen, there's so many people that can be in my situation that end up killing themselves or killing other people because too much. People can't handle the amount of wealth and fame that comes from my family. They can't handle it. If you pick a random person, and you say, here's an unlimited card, black card, and you have millions of followers, everyone knows you in Africa now and stuff, go do your thing. That person will struggle to even get past the first day without running himself down. So there is an element of working hard just to keep myself the way I am. You can't go online and find a single scandal about me. And I know you've done your research. There's not one single scandal about me. Just think about how hard it is for someone of my age, my looks, the way I am, to be so clean. So people think, okay, this guy doesn't work hard because all he's doing is partying and stuff, but I maintain a certain level of integrity and dignity that most people cannot.
I guess also what you're speaking to is the concept of working hard, right? Like,
It's the concept, yeah.
Yeah, like your perception of working hard and somebody who works in McDonald's graveyard shifts, in their mind, that's working hard. But I understand what you're speaking to, but that's their reality, right?
But that's where their mind is at.
What does that mean?
Their mind is at, so they're working in McDonald's, right? Doing graveyard shifts, whatever. Their mind is at that level. So they can't see where my mind is at because they can't put themselves there. So if for example, look, there's Saudi multi-billionaire that's way more wealthy than us that I can't conceive where their mind is at. So I can't put myself in that situation. Mm-hmm. And in life, there's just ladders. Everyone's on a different stage. I can't think of someone who's in abject poverty. I can't tell you where his mind is at.
Yeah, got you.
You ask him that question, he will tell you my mind right now is about getting the next bread to eat. So I think we should move past this whole trying to see other people's perceptions and viewpoints because it's very, very different. Like your mind right now is completely different. You're in a different part of life than I'm in. You know, so I think everyone's at a different stage. So I think we all work hard in our own ways.
Do you, I guess, face backlash for that? Because I know in the UK, for example, the flaunting of wealth, whether it's celebrities, whether it's people that have made it out, is almost frowned upon. But in general, just, I don't know whether it's, everyone says the UK is bad vibes, right? I don't know if it's that, but do you face backlash as a result of, I know, flaunting your lifestyle or living the way that you do?
I'm a London boy. I grew up here. I love this country. But no one gives a fuck about UK. In that sense, no one cares. People know UK is bad vibes. They all know. But no one, when I travel around the world, no one really talks about what's happening in London. We talk about what's happening in Africa, what's going on in America and stuff. UK, we need to catch up. They need to get past this whole money's bad. Because we all want money and we all want to live the life. But we're also negative about it. And we need to move past that. And that's what's holding us back. Nobody wants to see this person grow. And I've seen it in so many different ways where, you know, you can get a really good job, great promotion, but deep down, I'm not really happy for you because you've gone past me. But in America, I think they celebrate these things. They're all happy for each other. You made a bag? Oh, great. Let's make 10 more. Oh, you bought a new Rolls? Oh, I love that. I'm trying to get mine too. They celebrate that culture. Whereas we don't. We think that working 9 to 4, 9 to 5 or whatever, get on the train and hustling and paying taxes and all these things. We want people to be stuck in this rat race of constant hustle and pain because it makes everyone feel good. We have to just get past that, you know. So UK, we've got a lot to do. I won't lie, we've got a lot to do to get into that spirit of just being happy for each other, you know, especially Black people as well, man. So
especially Black people.
Yeah, you know how it is now. We're not too happy for each other's growths, especially when it comes in the music industry and the sporting industry. People are very, very jealous. I have a lot of celebrity friends, a lot of music friends, a lot of sports friends, acting friends, and they all say the same thing. You know, we're just not happy when somebody is above us, you know. And I think at some point we have to have that conversation, and that has to change because that's what's keeping Black people down. And now, when I compare different ethnicities, for example, the Chinese are like this. The Chinese are very, very close as an ethnic group. Anywhere around the world, if you see a Chinaman, they always have their little communities. Indians are very, very similar as well. And a lot of other nationalities. Now, when it comes to Black people, I feel like we're always trying to separate. So a lot of Black people want to be in the rooms of white people and don't want to bring other Black people into that white room because they feel like, oh, you don't fit into the space. And I'm in these spaces a lot. Whenever I travel, it's usually just me and my dad and a few Black people that are in the spaces. When I see it, I feel like we don't want to bring our people here because we're either afraid of what they're going to do or we don't trust them. There's some sort of mental, you know, thing that's affecting us. And I think it's really sad to say, but I think when you compare us to other ethnic groups, I think we're way at the bottom in terms of catching up and, you know, things to make us move strong as a unit.
Yeah.
And we don't see that, but it's very, very dangerous if we don't recognize it soon because all these other groups are getting way ahead of us because they're starting to realize that we're stronger in numbers, much stronger in numbers.
I think there's a big conversation around salaries in the UK, for example, people really struggling, Black people leaving the UK, as you said. Like, I don't think the UK is a conversation. It is in the conversation of countries, you know, that people are doing well. But I think one of the things that I'm thinking about is in a climate like now, where people are struggling, and then we have someone like Kidd who's paying $30,000 for jollof rice.
White money, you put me in trouble. Yeah.
How does that, do you get what I'm saying? Because I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, if we're talking about Black people like working together and bringing people into those rooms, people are looking at you like, okay, well, maybe I don't want to be in a room because he's got $30,000 to spend on jollof rice. Meanwhile, that could put a deposit down on my house. Why did you spend $30,000 on jollof rice? What happened?
First of all, I'm supporting a friend's business.
Okay, fair.
That's it.
On a plate of jollof rice, though.
No, so look, the jollof rice was the concept because he makes, and shout out White Money and his food. His food is great. So he makes jollof rice and chicken and all this kind of stuff. I'm supporting more of his business. I'm helping his brand. But the jollof rice was just the concept of it. But of course, when you post on social media and people see the jollof rice and everything else, they're going to assume it's that.
Mm-hmm.
But really, who's spending 30 grand on one plate of jollof rice?
That's what they said Kidd is doing.
So I let them run with the story. Yeah, I'm on Twitter, I'm reading all the stuff. They said, okay, cool. Never try and fight it, let them run with it.
Mm.
So that's what it was. I'm supporting a friend's business.
So you have the Kidd Waya Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about the foundation.
We did something really amazing in April. Went back to my state, from Benno State, for those that don't know, of the Tiv culture. And we've got 3 pillars of my foundation. That's the agriculture side, the health side, and education. So I went back to my state. I sponsored 16 kids fully to do their undergrad and PhDs, which is, really amazing to see their parents and families, and also hear the stories of the mothers of how they couldn't afford to, put their kids through school. So for me, that was a very, very big thing. And then we also sponsored a lot of households so they can go into agriculture to self-sustain their house. So what that means is that you are growing enough food to sustain your household and to be able to start a little business. So that usually means egg hatcheries, which means you can grow your own chickens, your own ostrich, any type of eggs. We teach them that fundamental skill of how to cultivate an egg and to be able to, if you want, grow your own little farm and feed your household. And then of course health, where we go into hospitals and we literally pay for bills that people cannot afford to. And if they can't afford to pay for it, they can't get the treatment, and B, they can't really leave. So you've got people there with life-threatening injuries that, and this is the sad part, they can die today or tomorrow depending on if they get that surgery or not. If they die, no one knows. It's just another number. They bury them. That's it. They're done. So if you go into these hospitals, 80% of them, people will probably have about a week or so to live if they do not get the surgery they need. So we go to these places and we pay for these surgeries, and essentially it saves people's lives. So
I love that.
If you guys are watching this and, if you're Nigerian, honestly, when you go to hospitals, please look at the people who have about a week to live and stuff. If you pay a very small amount of money, you can end up saving someone's life.
I think that's great. I think one of the questions I always have in the back, I have a few different questions, so just bear with me, I'm going to load
Please,
you up.
yeah, of course.
But when I think about charities and foundations based in Africa, funded by wealthy families or wealthy individuals, I guess my first question is that money coming directly out of pocket, or do you have other wealthy families that you work with to have sponsorship, or do people invest in your charity and foundation? How do you raise funds?
Well, sometimes I go straight to the public and say, listen, guys, I want to do this thing today. If you guys want to donate, any amount is good. Donate. I'll put the link up, put the account number up, get donations, and all that money goes back.
But then there's a massive conversation. So I know you had some backlash recently where you did that and you asked for donations, and the people were saying, how can Kidd Waya be asking us for donations when he's from a billionaire's family? And I'm a little bit conflicted as well, if I'm honest, about trying to fundraise to people who are probably in the 90% of nowhere near where you are. What was the thinking behind asking people, or what is the thinking?
Okay. So 2 things. One, Bill Gates Foundation, they ask for donations all the time amongst their rich friends and to people. So it's just an African mentality, and that's a problem with Africans, is that our level of thinking sometimes is very suppressed and is very minimum. We don't like to think properly and intellectually, because in the Western world, asking for donations is a very normal thing. Almost every charity, and in fact, every charity asks for donations, and these charities have millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of pounds, but they ask for more because that's how you raise money. It's not a sort of like a wow thing to ask for money to people. They raise money by asking for money. That's how you sustain yourself.
But do you understand that the difference between UNICEF, which is faceless, and actually at the front of UNICEF, for example, I see starving kids. That's the image I have when I think of UNICEF or I think of charities, right? But then when I think of Kidd Waya Foundation, there is a face. It's Kidd Waya. And I've gone on his Instagram and the first thing I've seen is him having a barbecue on an amazing rooftop. And he's got all this different fish and chicken laid out. So do you understand the difference in how the public would receive UNICEF and how they would receive you when it comes to donations?
I couldn't give a fuck how they perceive me. All I care about is that kid's life I'm saving in hospital. I shouldn't have even responded to when I had that backlash. I shouldn't have even responded, to be honest with you. But my team says just respond because, whatever. But deep down, I didn't actually care because they're not going to hospitals with me, seeing people thank me for saving their lives and stuff and putting people through school who need that education.
But then is there not a part of you that thinks maybe disassociate your face from the foundation in order to make people feel a little bit less connected to Kidd Waya and more connected to the foundation or to these people, kids that you're speaking about?
I don't care anymore. Like I really don't care.
So if you don't get donations from them, regardless, you don't
No,
care?
but I will get it though, because when I put things out there to get donations, most of the people who can donate are my rich friends.
Okay.
So I've got too many followers. I can't go on my contact and send a message to all my rich friends. But they all have me on Instagram or social media or Snapchat or whatever. So if they see it, oh yeah, Kidd is doing this. Okay, send them 2 million. Send them, this is a Naira, by the way. Send them 1M, blah, blah, blah. That's how it comes in. Now, yes, you do get the odd 100 Naira, 1K from the masses, but that just shows you their hearts and how much they want to help. So that's to encourage people. We're all in this together. This is not a rich against a poor thing. This is how can we all contribute to help each other? Because at some point, this is part of us working together. We can't keep dividing the rich against the poor, ask your rich friends, leave the poor alone. We have to integrate and realize that 1 Naira you're going to send is going to add up to make 1 million. Now, the question should be, how does the money get spent? Not, why are you taking it from poor people?
But then that's back to my point, though. Exactly what you're saying. It's just like churches, right? Like when you see Bishop T.D. Jakes, for example, he's got a massive church, got a massive house, got a mansion. Yes, he is.
And he still asks for donations, by the way. And
he
people
does.
still give.
He does.
But there's no backlash there.
No, but okay. But I think there is, though. I think that's fair to say.
Not for the donations.
Maybe, but
you know what it
offering
is, right? Because it's me.
When you have massive churches, how many times do you go online and you see people dragging and say, oh, they're asking for offering, they're asking for tithes, look how they're living, look how they're look at what they're driving. I think it's exactly the same thing that we're talking about when we speak to your foundation. And I think you're doing amazing work. But I think when people see you...
But their money came from the church. Their money didn't come from stuff that his dad did 30 years ago. And I'm not saying about TJ, by the way, so I'm not saying about him.
Yeah.
But I'm saying most of these pastors, right, they started a church. 2 years later, they got a private jet. So their money's from the church. So you can have backlash. My dad's been wealthy 40, 50 years since I was born. So my money doesn't come from donations. I'm saying
if people give, then that's what they're thinking. Oh, I'm going to give and Kidd is going to add it to his existing millions.
No. I can guarantee you, I can guarantee you no one thinks that the money from the foundation is coming to my lifestyle.
Okay.
This thing happened when I was born.
Yeah.
How much am I making in the foundation that's going to contribute to my lifestyle?
Got you.
The private jet alone is 20,000 for one trip. So at what point do I take, which money from the foundation can fund my lifestyle?
Got you.
It's not possible. So I don't think anyone is thinking that. It's more the fact that I asked them to donate.
Got you.
So we can help people.
For them.
That's it. They're like, okay, you're wealthy. Why are you asking us to donate? Why don't you just do it yourself? But that's not how charities work. That's not how businesses work. Even businessmen who are worth billions go to the bank for money. No one spends their own money.
You took down the post.
Yeah, I did.
Why did you take down the post?
Again, my team was like, look, at this time now, it's sensitive. Just take it down, issue a statement, and go from there.
Obviously, we're speaking about wealth, and you've mentioned like rich friends and your rich friends donating. But what does it look like for you having those friendships that are long-lasting? Maybe people that, I don't know, it's kind of different. This is a layered question because you grew up in wealth, so it's not like you were poor and had poor friends and then... But I guess through moving through life, you would have met different people, right?
Yeah.
So how do you maintain those relationships with long-term friends, especially when you're at the level of wealth that you are, and knowing that, okay, like this person's actually loyal, this is my actual guy, rather than, oh, they're here for how they benefit from it?
Look, and the truth is, we all want to benefit from each other.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? You can't escape that in life. You know,
Mm.
there's some people now that want to benefit from your platform and
Mm.
stuff. And there's some people that want to just benefit from anyone that has something that you can't escape. But I think it's how you can mutually help each other. So we've gotten to a level in the industry now. And I say the industry as, you know, the artists, the footballers, the people in celebrity industry. We're at a point where it's how can we benefit each other? Of course, we're friends. We're very good friends. And we can kick it. We can eat food. We can go on trips. But of course, you think, okay, cool. How can we do this so we can make this? How do we create this song where it's going to go viral? How do we promote this product? How do we pull up to this wedding? Or we just find ways how we can help each other. And that's the kind of spirit we're on right now. You know, so we don't really think too much of, oh, this guy is overusing my jet or he's using me for money or whatever. We've gone past that. It's like, how can we just help each other?
But have you had any friendships dissolve as a result of like your wealth, I guess? Or not even just your wealth, your status in general?
Listen, throughout my education, you know, in university and school, I've left certain friendships because it's gotten to that point. And especially when I became famous, you know, I see that people are reaching out because of that fame. So I've had to leave a lot of relationships behind. But I also think that's just my natural progression in life. Sometimes you outgrow people.
Yeah, I got you.
It's not necessarily, you know, I'm leaving this person because it's a bad person. You just outgrow them. They're not getting into the places that you get into now, or the spaces that you go into. And that's just how it is. You know, you can't, honestly, you can't bring everyone up. And I think Snoop Dogg made a point. It was Ice Cube, you know, of as his career got bigger and bigger, he couldn't carry the team anymore because they're just not willing to jump into the spaces that he's at. And when they do get into those spaces, they're not willing to stay in those spaces.
Got you.
Because you've got to make some certain choices and decisions and lifestyle changes to stay there. Some people are just comfortable in their own bullshit. And some people are comfortable in their own poverty as well, because that's a mentality, you know? So I think for me is that I've just had a natural progression, and I've gotten to a point now where like I'm rubbing shoulders with people twice my age and twice my wealth, because those are the people that I want to, you know, connect with. I hardly have people my age that I hang out with. They're all 50s and 55 and sheikhs in Dubai's and you know, serious people. So I think for me, it's just a mentality thing.
You went to boarding school, right?
I did.
Are you friends with anyone from boarding school still?
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm still friends with my best friend, name's Ilya from Iran. Shout out Ilya.
Shout out Ilya.
Shout out Ilya, man. So he's my homie. From boarding school, there's a handful that I have on social media. I don't talk to as much.
Yeah.
But if they did reach out, I would meet them.
If they phoned you and said,
yeah,
I'm going through it.
Yeah, we've been through a lot in boarding school. Like even after boarding school, when I was at university, we still hung out. So there's some certain people that if they called, and if I was around,
are you giving them the 1 million?
100%.
The 1 million.
Well, might have to sign a contract.
Yeah.
Might have to sign a contract, you know. But I've got time for them.
Got you.
But I have lost a lot of my other friends because again, we've just sort of like, I've gone this direction, they've gone that direction. Like people get family, kids, and it's just my lifestyle. Also, people look at my lifestyle and think, nah, he's too much. Like I like my little family and my little neighborhood, my little town, and that kind of stuff. And what Kidd is doing is just
out there.
It's too out there. So people have probably removed themselves from me.
Fair.
So it works
That's
both
a fair
ways.
Point. People might distance from you. Yeah, that's a fair point.
I've had girls that I've dated that I've said that I brought into my lifestyle, right? And they've gained a massive amount of followers overnight. They've come to the red carpet to me, traveled to me, and they've been like, whoa.
It's too much.
I was just a little girl in the gym, minding my business, doing my little selfies and stuff, doing my little Pilates. And now all of a sudden, I have people criticizing what I'm wearing and how I'm looking and these blogs. Yeah. So I've had a lot of girls that have kind of been like, okay, pause. It's a lot. Let me just take a step back. So I think it's a lot. My lifestyle is also a lot for people to deal with. It's not for everyone.
Yeah. It's not regular.
It's not regular.
It's not regular. You kind of took me to my next point, which was the dating world and how you maneuver. Why are you smiling like that?
Dating world. You know what it is? It's just
how you maneuver the dating world. My first question is, do you only date people of a similar status and class as yourself?
You know what it is, yeah? Guys don't care of a girl's status or class. We don't actually. Listen, you could be working at Burger King, and I love Burger King. Shout out Burger King. You could be working at Burger King, flipping burgers or whatever, and a guy can see, if you're cute, you're cute. You'll see her and think, right, she's cute. I like her. Like, what's your name? Can I take you out sometime? We don't look at like what she's wearing, the bags, the clothes and whatnot. We don't care. Girls care about these things, but we don't. So for me, it does not matter where you're from, what religion, what status, what color. If you're pretty inside and outside, yo, it's on. Let's
I don't believe you. I think, let me tell you what I think. I think that men, or let me not say men, let's bring it here. I think that Kidd will maybe date and have fun and travel with a woman that, like you said, might work in Burger King or just a regular degular. But I think a girl that you're bringing to your family to potentially marry, have a child with, that's going to carry your surname.
It's a different question. Marry, that's a whole different section. I'm talking about living in the moment with the girl.
Okay, so my point is correct then, basically.
So will we look at status when it comes to marrying?
Like taking it to the next level, I think that they would have, would you look at status?
No, because men want to uplift women. We want to find a woman that's from the bottom and make her into this queen. We like the idea of finding a woman and bringing her up and making her into a queen. We like that. We don't like, look, it's only the super rich, the super wealthy that want to keep it within their circle. So a billionaire might want to marry into another billionaire because they want to keep it within the family. But those are usually decisions from parents. And they force the children to do that kind of stuff. I've got my own free will. Now, for me, it's like, if I like her and we just click, I don't care where you're from, we can develop into a marriage thing, but that's something that needs to be developed. I don't go looking around at our financial status saying I can only marry this one because she's got money.
Not financial status,
or
but
upbringing or family.
I'm thinking like, what does that look like for your family if you pick a girl who hasn't gone to university, is a regular degular, earns a little bit of a living, lives in the estate, and now you've taken her and you're now bringing her to present her to your family, the perception from the public, the perception from your family, that's what I'm thinking about.
Look, as long as you're a good person, a generally good human being, you can be uneducated but have a good soul. And that's hard to come by. A girl that doesn't have OnlyFans or some sort of link tree on their profile, that's
what is wrong with
at
the link
me or
tree?
message me. Yo, listen, I get scared when I see that link tree on a girl's profile. I'm like, oh, when you click on it, there's VIP me, there's after night me, then there's the OnlyFans me. I'm like, yo, she sold herself to the devil. She's on all 4 platforms. So for me, when I see that link tree, my heart's already beating. Especially if I think you're cute and I think you're nice. I want to try to get to know you. I see that link tree, instantly it's like, even if you don't have all of those sort of like promiscuous stuff, I still think a link tree is kind of shady. I mean, I've got a link tree, but that's besides the point. Just besides the point. Look, real honesty, if you're a good person, if you're generally a good person, good in the heart, good in the soul, kind, I can do anything for you.
And you're having a good time with them.
I can do anything for you.
Okay.
That's the most important thing, because good people are hard to come by. But educated and rich and well-endowed and classy, and they're everywhere. Look, they are everywhere. But when's the last time, and this is a question for you, when's the last time you truly met a really amazing individual, like a beautiful soul, where you're like, this person is male or female, doesn't matter. But this person is just so beautiful on the inside that
nothing
you're in
else
awe.
matters. Yeah.
Like, when's the last time you saw that?
I'm not going to answer you, by the way.
Oh, so you're seeing someone?
No, what?
I don't know.
How did you get there from that? You said male or female?
Yeah, but I think you're not saying something.
No. Excuse me, I'm
Can
the
we zoom in,
interviewer
please,
here?
on her face?
No, don't zoom in on my face, please.
Are you blushing?
Moving on quick, swiftly. What are the, if any, I mean, you've described like basically just pros in dating the women that you want to date. But what are the cons you would say of maybe dating the woman that I'm describing, who is a regular 9-to-5er and doesn't come from wealth or doesn't understand that lifestyle?
The cons is that they change. I've had a girl very, very regular that I've dated, brought into my lifestyle, then they've changed. After a few months, the entitlement comes. They start seeing what other girls have. They want that now. Or she's got the new bag. She kind of wants that. And, you're taking them on a holiday they've never been to, in a class they've never been on. And now they just have that entitlement of it's every time. When we first started, it was like the gratefulness was there. Thank you so much. Oh, baby, you don't have to. This is too much. Oh my God, no. Then it becomes like an entitlement thing. So the biggest issue I've had of dating someone from a lower class, bringing them into my environment is that entitlement, which then rubs off on their attitude and they're becoming rude and just, that's the con side of it that I don't like. It's
But
when
you're still open to...
I'm still, of course, I'm still open to dating people in all walks of life. By the way,
Okay.
I don't just choose one. I'm open. I'm really not that hard to please in terms of someone to date. Just be really nice. Just be nice and cool and let's vibe.
What are the 3 things that are important to you in that dynamic?
Okay, I think definitely having some sort of faith in God. I find it very hard to speak with a woman that doesn't believe in God. Now, I'm not saying you should have a religion. That's different. I'm saying...
What faith are you?
I'm Christianity. So my family are Christianity, Catholic Christians. I don't believe in religion, but I believe in God.
Okay. So
So
if they were a Buddhist and obviously your family are Christian, your background is Christian, would that still work?
of course.
Okay.
She
Just
believes
as long as they believe
she's
in
a Buddhism,
God.
but she believes in God.
Okay.
Have you ever had a conversation with an atheist before?
No, I haven't.
Do you know how difficult that is? Especially if they're pretty. I look at you in a very different way. Like,
They don't believe in anything.
how are you going to tell me that this just happened from a random bang? So for me, it's so important for her to believe in God. Now, to you, God can be anything. It can be a supernatural. It can mean whatever. It can mean some man in the cloud. That's up to you. That's your prerogative. But you have to believe that we didn't come here from a random bang. Or if we did come from a random bag, that somebody created that random bag so that we're here. So that's number one. Okay, have some sort of belief in a higher power. Number 2, attitude. You know, for example, been on many dates, right? Restaurants, and you're sitting there with a girl, okay, and you know, you make an order, you order your food, the waiter brings your food, maybe it's something's missing or it's the wrong item, and the way people react to that in a very rude manner, that irks me, of how you treat other people, especially if they're lower than you. You know, I've had girls that have responded like, what is this, the wrong menu, I don't like this, take it away, type of thing, when you could have so easily been like, sorry, excuse me, it's the wrong thing, do you mind changing it, please? So me, the way you treat people is number 2. And how you treat people who are beneath you is so important. Because
beneath you?
Yeah, people who are beneath you. People, you know, let's say, you know, you have a good job and you earn more than a waiter or whatever.
Got you.
Some people look at them as beneath them, but it's how you treat that person. If you treat them with the same respect that you treat people who are above you, we can get along.
And your third one?
My third one. You see, I'm very simple. I don't even know the third one. Faith in God and the way you treat people. The third one would be just...
What are you attracted to? Tell me that in the third one.
I like girls that are like down for whatever.
Okay.
I'm very like this. I could say, okay, babe, I'm booking a flight. Let's go to Jamaica tomorrow. You down? She needs to say yes. Because I can't sit still.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear, oh, babe, I've got work. Forget your boss. I'll pay you for the month, wherever he's paying you.
Life doesn't work like that in the real world, you know.
Yeah, but if you're coming into my world, that's how it works. I'm bringing you into my world and I'm going to give you that treatment.
So she should quit her job. And then when
I didn't say quit.
Wait, no.
I didn't say quit.
That's basically what you're saying. Because by the time I tell my manager...
Call off sick for a month and I'll cover that month to you if we're going to travel. Or call off sick for a week and I'll cover the week. However long we're going to Jamaica for, just call off sick. That's just. I just need someone to...
This is where we start tapping into the billionaire...
No, listen.
That's where we're at right now.
All right, okay, if she doesn't have work...
Yeah.
Okay, I need you just to be on, like, yeah, let's go.
On that, yeah, but that's different. She doesn't have work or those type of commitments.
If she does have work and she takes time off for me, I've already put on here. We might be one step from marriage at this point.
Oh my God.
Because she's like, yo, she could do that for me. I'm like, okay, I like...
But what about the risk that's involved in that? I couldn't imagine telling my employer, I'm off for the month, I'm going to jet set. And then you see another babe in a month or so and you say, you know what? I don't like this babe anymore. I like this babe. Then I'm...
Yeah, but you know what I think? I think it's a woman's job to be able to try and keep the man. Because the girls are always thinking about, oh, what if it's another girl? You should be thinking about, how can I keep this man?
A woman cannot keep a man, you know. That's the conclusion I've come to.
Explain.
A woman cannot keep a man. If a man wants to jump from left to right, he's going to do that regardless of whether he's having the best sex, eating the best food, got the baddest girl.
Yeah, but he'll still be with you.
Just be here as well and distracted.
But he'll still be with you. Look, a man is promiscuous. A man by nature is promiscuous.
The girl has given in her 30 days notice.
No, okay. Let me speak on my experience, right? So if I tell a girl to leave her work, to come chill with me, and she gets fired because they realize that she's in Jamaica with some guy, I'll get her a new job, 100%. I'll get her a new job, same salary or more. I would definitely take care of that. I would never put a woman at a disadvantage, travel away, then leave her, and then go somewhere else. I'm just not that kind of person. So you will always have that security that, okay, I will sort you out. If it gets to the point of where he's fired you. Or I'll be like, okay, come for 2 days.
Fair.
Friday to take Friday off, right?
And come back on Monday.
No, to take Friday and Monday off. Let's go one extra. Take Friday and Monday off and do the whole 4-day thing. So you come back to your job safe. To me, that says a lot about how you view me and what you're on. Because I need someone that's like this, because I'm very much like this. You can't suppress my energy. Otherwise, it's like, it's not going to work.
Got you. Okay. I've got some questions for you. Some quick fire questions.
Hit me.
What is the most ridiculous thing you spent money on? Your manager's smiling in the back. I really want to know what this is.
Fucking hell, it's a few.
Quick fire. Come on.
I bought a girl like a diamond gold dildo.
Let's just say that again.
A gold dildo with a diamond, little small diamond on top. It was stupid. I bought that.
What was the thinking behind that?
Well, she's very promiscuous.
Okay.
Right. And at the time, like, we had a really whirlwind type of thing.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, what is like a nice gift that's like flashy, but something that can remind her of me. So I just thought of a jewelry dildo.
How much was that?
I'm not going to say how much it was.
No, tell me. You have to say how much it was now.
It wasn't crazy. It was only just like £6,300.
Okay. You said it wasn't crazy, by the way. Question 2. What's something you've had to fight for that money cannot buy?
Oh, probably my dad's attention.
Wow. How many siblings do you have?
I've got 3 other brothers and a sister.
Okay. And where do you come in that?
So my brother's older sister, then I'm third.
Okay.
Then I've got 2 little brothers.
So like middle child,
yeah.
Yeah, middle
so like,
childs are.
Yeah, so do you know what it is? Fighting for my dad to take me seriously has been an issue as well. Because I'm always with him. Always. We travel together. There's nowhere where he's at that I'm not within the 5-meter radius. Do you know what I mean? But I think for long periods, I felt like he viewed me as a rich kid. The same way how other people view me was how I felt he also viewed me. Because there's times where I'll come with like loads of business plans and stuff to do and this and that. Let's invest in this and that. And he's always like, yes, but it's hard to get the money out of him. Do you know what I mean? And then we travel and get distracted. So I always felt like he's just, and this is not now. This is before. I always felt like he just saw me as, oh, you're young, you know, your father's rich, he's just funding your lifestyle, you're just there for the ride. Do you know what I mean? So trying to fight for his attention and for him to take me seriously was very challenging and fucking annoying.
And I'm guessing we're past that process now?
Oh, we're past that now. Good. He's getting older, I'm getting older, and you know what I mean? Now he sees me, okay, this guy is actually capable. It's easier. But for a while, it was just frustrating because, you know, you had the outside world thinking I had access to all his money. Which, by the way, that's not how it works. We don't have access to his money.
Before you had the black card.
Yeah, but there's still a limit of what you can do. I mean, everything has to get approved.
Okay.
To a certain extent.
To a certain extent, okay.
You can't just go around and buy a $300,000 car. You can, but it's like...
You bought the dildo for $6,000.
That's again, I don't want to say it's nothing.
You see?
No, but I can go to the club and do 15 grand and it's nothing in the club. These are little expenses.
Different, yeah.
I mean, like, you can't go and buy a flat without even the Amex saying, Mr. Waya, you know, your son's about to buy a flat. Can I approve this £2 million flat?
Got you.
So do you know what I mean? So I don't have access to my dad's wealth like that. So that's not, none of my friends who, by the way, whose parents are billionaires, have access to their parents' wealth like that.
Public disclaimer.
None of them. And I know all of them. They don't. They have a lot of money. They can buy you a lot of things. But you know, you don't just get signed off for £2 million, get a flat without your dad knowing about it.
Food for thought.
Food for thought.
Name 2 things that you are scared of.
I don't like spiders.
Okay.
Right. And I'm scared of not becoming the man that I know I can be. I'm very afraid of that. So that means it's like, I see my potential, right? I have nightmares about it and I have dreams about what I could become. But I also see how far I'm moving away from that. You know, and that scares me because I know what I have to do
to get there.
But I'm just not doing it and I'm getting further away from that. And that means even now I'm speaking about it. Especially with my whole weight loss journey and my whole having to reduce my partying and lifestyle. I know, I tell myself, okay, I'm going to quit drinking, going to get back into the gym. I even told my manager today that, okay, tomorrow. When I came back from Dubai, I was like, tomorrow I'm back in the gym. I went tape the same night.
Decisions.
But I knew what I had to do.
Knowing and doing is...
That's what I'm saying. So I'm afraid of not getting to the to the level that I could achieve. And I think everyone should be very afraid of that.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? So it's just, that's something I've been battling with for a very long time.
But you're going to put the work in.
Inshallah. Mashallah, inshallah.
All right, 2 fun questions. Well, not fun, just simple questions. Prawn cocktail or salt and vinegar?
Oh, prawn cocktail used to be the one back in the days.
It still is. It
used to bang. By the way, okay, I'm going to say salt and vinegar, but I'm going to put you guys on something. Just hear me out. I'm going to put you on something, right?
Go on. Tell us.
Take your favorite pack of crisp.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to say make it into a sandwich?
No.
Oh.
Listen, I'm going to put you on some new game. This is new. It's that new smoke. Take your favorite packet of crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Put that shit in the freezer. Put it in the freezer.
This is the 2nd time I'm hearing this, and I'm still yet to do it.
Put it in the freezer.
But off this interview, I'm going to do it, and I will report back to the team.
Do you know why?
Findings.
When it's cold
and
it freezes, it intensifies the flavor.
The flavor.
So now imagine salt and vinegar is already like intense.
Yeah.
Imagine that really cold. When you eat it, it's like times 10. It's like on steroids. It's like it has a hard on. I'm telling you, it's gonna punch you. Yeah, listen, just try it. I'm telling you, man, it's a game changer.
All right, I'm gonna try it. And the last one is Ojo Elegba or Fall.
Oh, my guy David, man, Fall. But shout out, see, I'm gonna listen. Hey, Wiz, yo, that song bangs. I think they're very, very close.
Yeah,
but
it's gotta be your guy David.
It's gotta be my guy Dave on Fall.
I hear you. Stay loyal. Stay true.
That's it.
Oh, thank you for joining us today. It was a very insightful conversation. Yeah, and I had a great time getting to know you. And I think the public will know a little bit more about you as well as a result of this interview. If this is your first time here at Off the Record, thank you for joining us. Make sure you're back again here at Trend Central for another episode, and we're out.